Hey guys, how's it going? So today we're going to be doing a lures versus video, the Yo-Zuri Crystal Minnow 3D versus the Live Target Jerkbait. I know this one is slightly larger than this one, but we're just doing this because they're close enough in size to where I would be willing to say, okay, let's do it. So these two lures are going to be going against each other. These are both really good brands. Live Target makes a really great Spanish sardine, and so does Yo-Zuri. These are both supposed to imitate Spanish sardines. Spanish sardines are migratory bait fish that migrate with pelagic species, so whenever you're targeting pelagics, even grouper or snapper, they're really good lures to use. Now, I know both of these do have different lips. This one dives deeper than this one. I mean, this one would dive deeper if the lip was a little bit bigger, but this one dives deeper just because it's bigger. But Live Target's biggest lure, I do believe, dives deeper than the biggest Yo-Zuri lure. So we're going to test those two out and see. I mean, not going to test them out, but we're going to see which of these is better. So let's take them out of the box now. So have this one that we're going to take out, and this doesn't want to come out. So here we have it, the Yo-Zuri, and now the Live Target, which normally comes out of the box with the Yo-Zuri. Alright, so we have the Live Target lure and the Yo-Zuri lure. So I'm not going to take the Yo-Zuri completely out because it has these little twisty like wire ties that they use, like almost like when you open up bread, to keep the hooks together. So I'm not going to take that out, but I will take this one out completely, which I have done already. So let's start. It's going to be really hard to decide which is better. So let's just start tearing them apart. Not literally, but because we're going to start from the outside and work our way on the inside. So the outside, we're going to first go with like the general appearance. So both of these hooks are kind of weak. They are okay for a few fish, but they do tend to get bent a lot easier than most hooks. So if you want, you can put normal treble hooks. I normally don't, because I normally don't get enough uses out of them, because a lot of times the paint on this one comes off pretty quickly, just because fish love to hit it, especially Spanish mackerel and king mackerel. And all those fish, they take the paint off really fast on this, is from what I noticed. And then this one, I think this one has a better body. It's stronger. I mean, the body, I believe, is stronger because it's just thick, and it's just a thick plastic. Well, this is hollow on the inside and it's thin, but this, the paint comes off easy, and this you'll just see a lot of teeth marks on it too. So let's start with the appearance. So we'll start with the Yo-Zuri. The Yo-Zuri obviously has a very good look of a very natural looking Spanish sardine, except for the head. The head is a lot darker. Normally they're lighter like the Live Target's head, but I do like the spots down the side, which do have resemblance of a Spanish sardine, because most of the time Spanish sardines will have these little black dots going down the side. It has a dark back, it has a blue and like a white belly. So this is good as far as appearance, but this one has a very natural appearance. This has the scars on the head. This has a dark back, blue top, white bottom, like white silver bottom. So you can tell that this is a very good representation of a Spanish sardine, except for the fact it does not have the black dots. That is something I would say that might want. Even like little faint black dots down the side here would probably be better. But now let's go with the way they would dive in the water. So this one is very smooth, and it's dived the way they want it to. So it's just going down the water and shaking. While this one, it has the fins, and they have to make it to where it'll dive down good, where it dives down really well, because the fin contours do affect it. So I believe this actually makes it swim more natural than this one does right here. So now, I know on the box, the package, I don't know if it's over here, I don't see it. Oh, it's over there, but I'm not gonna get it. So the package, it shows where you're working the lure, and then when you twitch it, it goes like this. So basically it shoots out to one side, and you work it, and it shoots out to the other side when you twitch it. So these are both good for casting and trolling. I do like the bigger lipped ones for trolling. These I like to use for casting. And you could troll these on downriggers, on planers. You could just flat out troll them. So you could troll these too, you just can't troll them as fast. I find no more than 4 or 5 knots. But the bigger ones you could troll at 7, 8, 10 knots if you want. But I normally don't troll the bigger ones more than 7 or 8 knots. So these are the ones I like for trolling a slower speed. These are good for Spanish mackerel, king mackerel, tuna, mahi, sailfish even. These are really good lures to catch pretty much any kind of pelagic. So what I do like about the live target though, back to the appearance, is that the eye looks very natural. Both these eyes look pretty natural, but the face has all the proper signs of like an actual Spanish sardine. The body is pretty much looks like it, and it just looks really, really natural. But so does this one to the fish. This one looks really, really natural. That's why ever wonder why, guys, lures are like red, orange, green, black, all those different colors. That's because the fish see differently than what we see. But because also water does have an effect on the color, and a lot of Spanish sardines are this color because they're a pelagic species, and in deeper water certain colors shine better or hide better. So these are the colors that best suit them. It's more effective for them. It's easier for them to hide, because if they're down deep in the water column and fish are looking, it would be harder to see them because the like dark blue on the back, and they would probably think it's just the water. Or from this bottom, fish would think, oh wow, that's probably just the sun. So that is why it is silver and blue on the top for the Spanish sardines. Just like a lot of game fish, like kingfish and stuff like that, they have like an olive green back a lot of times. That way, when they're looking below, when they're below schoolfish, they don't realize them, and when they're above, it looks like they blend into the sky. So that is why they are this color Spanish sardines. But as far as I would say, the body, the best body, I would probably say a live target has the best body, but I would definitely say the stronger body is the Yo-Zuri. But both of these lures work really, really well. In the future, in a few months from now, when Spanish mackerel and king mackerel get really thick in my area, we will do a versus video of these two lures. Comment below if you would like to see that. So now we're going to work our way onto the inside of these lures. So the biggest downfall to this is that I do hear water gets inside after a couple of uses. So once water gets inside, this doesn't swim as well. You can pretty much forget about using this lure, and you probably just have to throw it away. So, but water will not get inside of this. You can use it over and over. You might have to change the hooks out, and you probably don't want to use it if it has teeth marks all over to where you can't really see the paint. All you see is just white scratches. Same thing with this one. That's normally what it comes down to for both of these. So I never really have to worry about water getting in this one, and definitely not that one. So now let's go into the beads. So inside they both have beads. Let's see if you guys can hear that. So this is not as loud as this. Wait. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's what it would sound like going through the water. And that would sound like that. So this is more high frequency. This makes the noise a lot more, but it is more quiet. This makes the noise a lot less, but it is louder. So if fish are right close to it, you're casting it like literally right on a school, this would work really good because they're right close to it. But if you're casting where they're a little bit dispersed, this would probably be better because it's louder and it can attract the noises from longer away. So this would drive fish crazy closer, and then when they're a little bit more dispersed or even close, this would drive them pretty crazy too. So this one I would say wins as far as the bead, because I believe the chamber is bigger and the bead is bigger compared to this. I don't know if you guys can see the bead, but it is right. It is right in there. That is the noise, small chamber. And this is on inside the body. So that is much louder than this, and it's not as frequent too. So now when I have to say which of these is better, I would probably say that well, let's go through it again. So this definitely has a stronger body than this, so this is up 1 point. This gets water in the body, so that takes away from that. But this has a better appearance and better noise, and moves through the water better. So I would say, and this moves through the water well, has a good appearance, and has decent noise, but it's not compared to the live target. I feel like the live target would win this. I still love to use these Yo-Zuris. They're really good, but I think in this case scenario, these two versus each other, I would say probably the live target would win this one here, just because even though water gets in it, and they both do lose their paint, this one loses its paint job pretty fast compared to this one. So I would probably say that, once again, this has a weaker body than this. This has a stronger body. This probably moves through the water better, has better noise and a better appearance than the Yo-Zuri. So I'm gonna have to give this one to a live target right here. So I guess if we were actually fishing offshore, I guess the blue marlin would probably eat that one before it eats this one, as well as blackfin tuna would probably eat this before it eats that. So fix that. So yeah, the blackfin tuna would probably really be willing to eat that. So compared to these two, I think this one's probably better. You might get more fish, but they're very similar. But I think when fish are getting picky and stuff like that, I think this is a better option just because of the more natural appearance. When you're in clear water, I think this is better. When it's murkier, I think this one is a lot better. But again, one thing I do not like about the appearance is it does not have the black dots on the side like this. I feel like this would make it more effective if it did have that. But thanks for watching today's video, guys. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss any future videos like this. If you like this type of video, comment down below and smash the like button. And thanks for watching today's video, guys, and make sure you subscribe.